I'm in Upland, California today. I'm at Mystic Koi, and we're going to be shooting some more koi discussion videos. Today our topic is going to be on how to distinguish a male koi versus a female koi. And as you know, I got Shawn McHenry on deck, the koi expert, to talk us through this. Let's begin.
Eric, what's going on, man?
Shawn, how are you?
Great, man.
Look at you in your beanie today.
Dude, oh, it's freezing out here, you know?
It's like 55 here in California, right?
Southern California, it's
Nice
freezing,
day
of course.
for a beanie. All right, man, the viewers want to know, I get this asked all the time, and you know, I'm a little bit of a rookie at explaining why I think I get the point across, but I want it from an expert. How can we differentiate male koi versus female koi?
Oh, sure.
Everyone asks you.
Yeah, all the time, all the time. And absolutely, we're gonna answer that today, what the difference between a male and a female, and talk about the points are. But I wanna talk about something a lot more interesting that's exactly about that topic. Okay. And that is why you wanna know if it's a male or a female.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's jump into the differences first.
Sure, of course.
Okay. Who you got for us?
I'm gonna pull up a big girl and a big boy, and we'll take a look at the two.
Perfect. See, this where it's a little easier for me to distinguish males and females. You know, as a novice, like, okay, we have a big female here versus big male. So I'm really looking forward to as they get younger. How old is this koi?
She's four years old.
4. Wow, she's massive.
And then let's grab another 4-year-old koi.
Okay.
We're gonna grab a Showa.
4-year-old male.
4-year-old male.
Okay.
So the first thing you might just notice right now is males are a lot more ornery than females are.
Is that true?
I think it is.
All right.
Males, they actually when you're feeding your koi, males will tend to go up, grab food, and then zip right back down.
Flip their tail up.
Right. Where a female she's a smooth lady. Like she'll come up, she'll grab that food, kind of like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Just sort of suck in some food, and then just kind of mosey on. Where a male's really, really aggressive. And so I find like moving males versus moving females. Females tend to be a lot more gentle in my hand.
Do you see that all the way down, like down into Tosai? I mean, it's hard to tell in Tosai,
Yeah,
but say
certainly.
like
no,
second year, third year.
Yeah, it's usually a more mature fish, definitely. So let's take a look at these. If you notice, believe it or not, these two koi are about the same size.
Okay.
And so so they have the same length. A lot of their body parts are pretty much the same, the fins and tails, things like that. But there's an absolutely huge difference in the thickness of the koi.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see from here to where that's almost my entire width of my hand.
Right.
And that's going to be what is known as the biggest difference between males and females.
In the girth, looking down the width, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so the questions that arise are probably like, okay, well, will this guy max out at say 30 inches, and this one's going to keep going? That's prevalent?
Sure. Whether it's male or female isn't as important as the bone structure is important, right?
For size?
Exactly.
Okay.
So for length, we're more concerned about the tail joint and how thick that is. Where in male and female, this guy is going to get really long. It may just never fill it out bulk-wise.
Right. Yeah, I mean the base right there is like as thick as my wrist right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And this one's like my daughter's wrist.
Right.
So that's something good to point out. It's maybe hard to see.
Another big difference to point out between male and female is in the springtime. If you're trying to identify which is your male, which is your female, in the springtime, their cheeks, male cheeks, will actually get really rough. So I can go down here, and you can feel his cheeks, and they feel like stubble, believe it or not. Right now it's winter time, so we can't feel that at all. But that's a great way.
Tell us why that. I mean,
I think it's a sexual excitement sort of thing.
Is that why you're all bearded up today?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
You're always bearded up.
Yeah, I'm always excited.
Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, so I mean, at this point, okay, this is a female, it's a male, and I know that it's easy. She's really thick, he's slender.
Right.
base of the tail is thick like, you know, a man's wrist, and this is more petite like a woman's wrist. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to check the stubble in the springtime on these koi.
Right.
So how does that translate down the line? Because most people aren't going to buy fish this big. They're going to maybe try and start smaller and try and identify it earlier.
Sure.
So is that something that can be identified in a second year koi or a third year koi? Or?
Well, I like to identify 2-year-olds and up. I find that's fairly easy. Koi breeders in Japan will actually be able to identify tosai.
Right.
Male,
they
female.
They're
just
thousands.
magicians. Yeah, those guys know what they're doing. And even then, they get it wrong, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it's a real tricky thing. But let's put these guys back. Let's pull up a couple other fish, and we'll talk about some distinguishing differences in a younger male and female.
Perfect. Good plan. Let's put them up.